Hello, hello, hello. Why is my tracking not working? Okay, my tracking is not working. Anyway, hello, hi everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Hope we're all doing well. Uh, I'm stiff as a stick at the moment for some reason. Oh, how's that? Okay. Okay, there we go. Hello, hi. How are we all? I am back. A little late, but we are drawing today. I'm a little zoomed out. Working on some more art again today. Well, that is the plan. Yes, I am a little late, but um, no need to worry. I had been a little bit underprepared for today's stream because I've been busy. Been a little busy. Um, Doing some stuff. Which definitely totally didn't involve a DS by any chance. But actually, I did pick up and acquire myself a an actual 3DS a couple days ago. I think I'm able to show my desk. Oh, that's VG Studio. Okay. Ta-da! DS. I picked up the DS Wednesday. I drove out like 40 minutes to pick up this beautiful thing. Um, and then drove 40 minutes to get back home and almost died. Can I just say I almost died getting this thing? There's some really, really sketchy driver that was behind me, and yeah, he did some really dangerous driving acts to get it past me, and very, very, very much came close to totaling my car. So that was fun, but I am safe and sound and whatnot. But yes, I risked my life to get this thing. I can literally say that. Yeah, but I got the DS, came with a cable, didn't have a stylus, and it came with a case for free. It didn't mention the case on the site when I went to like where it was advertised, the bonus. Um, and now because I have a Pokemon case for this, I'm now convinced that I need to play a Pokemon game because I admit that I've never played Pokemon. So I'm working on that at the moment. Working on it. Um, okay, let's turn this off. Anything seen? Um, Anywho, but yeah, stay over here for the drawing. Um, yeah, I was meant to be more prepared on the drawing, but yeah, due to reasons which might have involved me spending half the day with a friend of mine and then another half of the day trying to mod my DS, um, kind of ended up taking up all the time. So there's that. Okay, checking my stuff is good. All right. Yeah, we're drawing Shenhe today. Simple kind of like outfit. Um, I didn't want to draw a base outfit because too much work, and after my last drawing, I need to do something a bit more casual just to relax and ease off. Alright, I thought we were gonna try. If I do this well enough, maybe I can finish this all in one stream, but might take 2 streams. Depends on how much I um dawdle around and not focus on the job. Anyway, hope we're all doing well, having a good day or evening. It is a little bit cooler today, actually. The weather has dropped a ton, and it's very cloudy outside, a little bit gloomy looking. I don't think it's going to rain, but it's definitely got that kind of colder, gloomy feel to it. Kind of weather you'd be seeing in wintertime, which autumn's actually coming around real soon for me. Soon, we're getting that sweet autumn weather. Probably autumn is, yeah, autumn's probably my favorite like season. I feel like it's a nice balance, in my opinion. I might actually do the hands a little later. I had contemplated giving her like a piercing on the belly button, but I'm honestly not 100% sure if I'm gonna keep that idea or not. It's kind of random. I kind of want to just, ooh, sorry. Give her like a casual outfit, but sort of mix parts of her base in-game outfit in. I want to keep like the red ropes because ooh crap, because they're like an important part of her design and lore and crap. So I have sort of implemented them in kind of some areas, but I don't know. See how it goes. If I had more time, probably could have, cleared up some more ideas easier, but I prepped this drawing this morning, so yeah, in like an hour. We're kind of done with the body. Come on. I had actually been having some thoughts for um some future streams which might involve me playing games that are a bit like CPU or whatever heavy for my streams. Because ugh, can I have a brain fart? Um some games I've wanted to play do end up making my model lag a ton, and I think my better option is for the time being to just have like a PNG. Going back to my PNG days. Which I think might work. Just for the streams where the model's gonna lag a ton. Because like if I want to stream Resident Evil, I think it's just gonna be laggy. And I could invest in better parts, which I do want to in the future. But I've also been blowing a lot of money recently, so I need to stop and save a bit. And yes, I am listening to Sonic CD music because it's good music. I've been obsessed with Sonic CD music recently, so just don't judge. I haven't played Sonic CD in quite a while, actually. Would be nice to play again, but I don't really want to buy Sonic Origins. It just never, never heard the best about it. I just feel like it's a bit scummy that Sega decided to take all the Genesis and what like original Sonic games off of Steam to do Origins, and then Origins turned out to be kind of mid in a way. I think it's pretty pricey. How much is Sonic? I have no idea. I used to have all of the Sonic games on my phone. I bought them ages ago, but then I think that was when I was um, on iPhone still. And then when I swapped to Android, keep it. Oh gosh. Actually, I think another part of my reason for my obsession with Sonic CD music recently is the stupid all the Metal Sonic memes with the here hey thing being everywhere in that like cursed Metal Sonic plushie with the long nose. That crap was like everywhere. Very like kind of after Sonic 3 movie came out. Um, I can never hear like that like audio clip the same now. Sonic Origins is 60% off. Okay, it's only $20. I don't know if I really buy it. I don't want to invest. I've got better things I can spend money on, like merchandise and my phone. Okay. Sorry. I still need to actually buy a new buy a longer charging cable so I can set it up on my desk when I'm streaming. Looking good. I also do want to buy a hard drive, like a like a 1 terabyte hard drive, or putting my art files on, because as much as I trust OneDrive ish, I prefer to also have like a physical backup of all my art. these lines up a little. Oh, this is a US music. Hmm. Yeah, how's half the playlist like in the US music? That's disappointing. I kind of slightly prefer the Japanese OST more than the US if I had to choose, but this playlist is only picking much of the US ones. A little bit biased there, I guess. So it's gonna be like the little like ropes here. We'll do the same on this side. I need to do a little love heart shape. They did really rough. Okay, I think that's alright. Get a little bit more this way. Okay. I'll do the little piercing, but I'm not entirely 100% on it. Leave it there for now though. I think I made a little short in the sketch. Extend it just a little bit more. More like to here. Make the just not just a there we go. Give her a bit of a long sleeve. And in here. Let's make this a little bit smaller. That's better. Okay. Should try and finish up this hand. It's a little big. Angle it a bit more down. Index a little big. And I'll to be I'm not a big fan of how that middle finger. For the sleeve in here. I was kind of still don't like the middle finger. A bit more straighter. Right. Just need to fix up the lines a little. Nice long fingernails. We'll tuck the middle finger, the index finger behind the middle finger. I think that would be nice. Not a big fan of the. Might change the direction. Not too far out there. Too long either. Would also have it syncing up to the chest, I think. Okay, I think the hand is alright. I may come back to it a little later. I think it'll look a lot nicer when I shade it. Unbalance. Balance a little bit. I think that'll do for now. Rest of the rest. I think we'll see any of the lower half of the arm because then it'll make the length look really long. Actually, no. Actually, no, it might show just a little bit. We'll see a little bit of it. Just here. Not too much, because any longer and it'll make like her arm is super long. Okay. Up the shoulders a bit. This shoulder is a little bit wider than I want it to be. Maybe this short. Let's extend the length a little bit. A little better. That should be alright. The shoulder is kind of coming towards the camera a bit, so there is a little bit of depth. Shoulder still feels a little. I don't want the shoulders too wide, or else it'll make the body a bit unbalanced. Fix this up. Should be alright. I'm tempted to try and scoot the lower body a little bit to the left. How's that? That actually might work a bit better, I think. Yeah. I think the center of the body was a little off center. um, Actually looks a little nicer there. I am feeling a little more happy with that. Just going to fix the balance of this. Just going to okay, hold up for a second. I think my oh okay, my going live notice on Twitter has got way more likes than they usually do. Pretty surprising. One of them is from a bot. Not surprised. Yeah, usually I get like okay. Yeah, usually I get maybe like one like when I do my announcement post, but this one actually got like four. And for whatever reason on Blue Sky, I got a label put on it or suggest, but it's not really that. Sure, there's less clues on, but it doesn't really imply that. But Blue Sky is weird. I don't really use Blue Sky that much nowadays. I'm very glad I didn't make the entire switch over to Blue Sky from Twitter, and that I stuck around. Twitter still sucks, period. Um, but it does net me a lot more um, exposure. And there's lots of really, really good artists on there that I follow, so it would be a real shame to kind of lose that as well. Yeah, I'm definitely more happy having scooted her lower half over. Like I said, I I rushed this sketch, so I some parts of it were not quite sorted and properly done at the time. Hooey. Okay. All right, let's get to the hair. Getting much more lively and active. Been uh sipping on some gamer subs this morning. Kind of forgotten to drink some of it a couple of days recently, but finally remembered today. Some caffeine one though. Uh, biggest fan of the caffeine stuff, but I wanted the special tub art for the Pyro Power, and so I needed to make good investments. And then on the second tub I ordered, I got the blue label art. So any future purchases of that lovely flavor will be in the caffeine free. So I could drink it at like 10 o'clock at night and not suffer having uh, caffeine in me before I go to sleep and whatever. Though I don't think caffeine really makes me go hyper. I don't think that's the word. It doesn't like make me more super energetic or anything. It just, I don't know, it does things. I don't really drink, I don't drink coffee or uh, like caffeinated drinks really at all. Never did. Never really wanted to. But oh man, I really want to play Sonic CD at the moment. It has been years since I played it. I think I already said that earlier this stream, but yeah, I just do. Good. I think the length is a little. Hold up. Check. I think the length of her hair on both sides are. I lied. They are the same length. My bad. So I think we could probably make this a little bit longer. Let's just do the rest of her hair roughly, and then I'm going to refine the details. And then I want to do these little ropes that go kind of like your hair sort of tied up behind, which you can't see, but these little, like, the red ropes will be showing behind nonetheless. And her hair is super long. It's going to go right the way down past her body. That's the playlist end. Okay. Let's find more music. So, Christmas time. I don't know. Okay, the video for this is really cool. I don't know. I'll leave this for a bit to see if I like it or not, and if not, I'm gonna switch the playlist because I can do that. I have power. I have unlimited power that you cannot stop. I am ultimate strong. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Not sure the hair length to the length I want it down here. I kind of want to scoot it a bit more over here. Let's tuck the back of the hair a bit more behind. Show the angle of her head. Oh, hi, SI. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, the line art is line arting at the moment. Coming along pretty well. Kind of rushed the sketch on this one, so having to make a bit of fixes as I go along, which is my bad for not being prepared. Let's make that a little longer. I've been seeing your work recently, which is looking good. What you've been posting. Hooking up some fire art. I think that length is alright. Oh, right. I wanted some strands to go over the top of her body. That's right. Tuck in. There. To the armpit. Not a big fan of that. Let's try. I just want some strands sort of just laying loosely on her shoulders. I might actually scoot her center. Usually knocked out by the time you get a line. Ah, yeah, well, my time zone makes it really irritating, annoying for people to hop in. I've been trying to do more earlier streams in my time zone, which I think kind of works a little better for some people. To hop in. Um, though I guess it's kind of a bit late for like a lot of America and other countries. But yeah, it's either that or I do it at like in the afternoon for me, and then it's like 2 in the morning for a good chunk of the population. Like, well, that doesn't help. But glad you could swing by today. As long as you get the sleep you need, and that sleep is good. I'm 100% alright with here. I think it's a little wrong here. Doesn't look like my mod is here either today. Mod is still not available. Like my mod is like the only person who has like the best time zone for swinging by my streams. And unfortunately he is on a holiday somewhere, and time zone is like terrible. I think when I'm streaming it's like 2 in the morning for him or something. Usually it's only a couple hour difference. So unfortunately, I'm without a mod for a little while. It's alright. I can handle it. Actually ask when he's coming back. And I got ads coming up, which is good because I'm going to take a bathroom break while the ads run. Whenever they do. Okay, her hair is... Sorry, my voice cracking. Hair is looking good. Honestly, without some extra details of Shenhe's base design, I could honestly think it's some other random character. This long hair, big chest, kind of just Gives off vibes of like plenty of other characters similar like that, but we'll make it look like Shenhe. I also think I might have made this obvious choice by I'm gonna actually move her over. I'm gonna move the line out over after I've done some stuff. Okay, add to here. I am gonna take a quick bathroom break. I will not be long. Mods are away. Yeah, don't get out of anything evil. I will use virtual violence, which is banning. Not really. Okay. I'll be back in like I'll be a minute. No funny business while I'm gone. Alright. And I am back. Quick stretch and checked on my DS because I am quite legally installing the game on it. Um, by totally legitimate reason and stuff. But I have to like install the game online, and it takes like 6 hours to download, and I'm like 30% of the way. So fun. But yeah, finding DS games that are cheap is not not going to be easy. So, but yeah, so I'm working on that in the background, and thankfully it hasn't affected my stream in any way. It hasn't like dropped the connection at all. So I'm very happy about that. I like to see that. Glad I got all my internet issues fixed, as it was pretty bad last week. Thankfully, it was all sorted this week. New modem and everything. Hey, hair is getting there. I need to fix up some areas. Okay, good. I'm gonna have most of her right eye covered by her hair, just like in the original design. I have it, some parts of it slightly show, but let's fix up these strands of hair going atop the feathers. Let's fix up this little one here. Okay. Fix up here. They're pretty much good as is. Then we can do our eyes and then last little bits of the details of our outfit, and we're good for coloring. All right, let's just do the last little bits. There's these little ropes that I want to do. I did like sketch like having the hair sort of plaited here, which I don't know if I want to keep or not. I haven't really decided if I want to have that. Because the hair's kind of tied-ish with these ropes, but not too noticeable. Get that out in a moment. And just ropes. Sure. Okay, the rope designs are a little different on the base out. They're a little more straighter. Good fix. That looks more like matted hair, to be honest. I might actually redo this a little bit. Design's a little different. Suppose a bit more like that. I don't really like that. Maybe something like this will work. Redraw. And make vessel curve. I want it. It was very stiff though. I'm not a fan of that. I think I can curve it a bit more. I think that'll work. I don't want it too bent because it is rope and it doesn't really like bend like a noodle. You know, it still has a bit of um whatever the word is. It's still stiff. Same on side. Angle it a little bit. Curves will be a little further away from camera. Yeah, so my thoughts were to like have these sort of flat design. I don't just like a simple little like strand. We'll do more to curve. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna stick out of it too much. Cut some parts out of it. It's like it sticks out. Leave some gaps in the lines. Let the brain kind of fill in the gaps. Kind of make it a bit lighter. I don't know. Maybe I'll get rid of it later. I'm going to leave it there for now. The last thing is just her eye. Oh, there is this little... the ear. Nice and quickly. Kind of, that was on the wrong layer. Very smart of me. The base design has like this little... And I wanted to keep that in. I love how I... Okay. Right. Eyes are the last thing. Separate eyes. Giving her those more softer, innocent looking eyes. I feel like suit her nicely. Eyebrows quite thick. Lashes. And a lot of this part is going to be covered by her hair. Probably won't see any of it. And the other eye is going to be probably on a separate layer. I'm going to want to turn the opacity down. I want it slightly visible, but not super noticeable. And I'm going to split it with covered by hair. So that will be the one underneath, which I will then drop the opacity down. So it's kind of like it's covered. And then the parts that are outside will be on a different layer, more visible. In the same case, we'll go for the eyeball. Finish off the eyeball here. Which pretty much covers it will work. A little tedious doing this, but it'll be the best way to get that effect we want. Oh, and then a couple of little eyelashes under the eyes. Erase any parts covered by the hair on this side. And we're going to get rid of all of it on this side. And a couple more strands down. Good. Good. And I think we're good here. Over a bit. Enter a bit more. Good. I may add some slight to the hair, possibly. A little bit hard to tell if that is Shenhe at the moment until I start coloring it. I think we're good. Sure, I don't know if I like this. I'm tempted to redraw it and make it a bit more smooth. Move it down. Possibly that might look. And I'm gonna grab this and yeah, I think that's a bit better. Still felt a bit stiff on the other one. And then the other side is fine. That looks terrible in here. Hold on. Okay, you stop. I think we're good. I think we're good. We can get onto some actual coloring. Finally. I'm gonna grab a save of the line art. Go to measure. Let's color. Doing on time. Hour and a half. Okay. If all goes well, I could finish it right here, right now. Let's just turn my eye layers off. It's not too much. A lot of it's in the lower half. Oop, got that here. Bring my eyes back on. And then there's some cool. Most of the forehead. Definitely my favorite part of drawing is the coloring and shading. I've mentioned. Very enjoyable to work on the coloring. The line art can be fun as well in some cases, but when the drawing gets very tedious, all the details, I definitely get sick of doing line art. Eyes. We can actually do a little bit of shading of the skin here as well, which I'll do in a moment. So light's kind of coming from the top. We shaded, and then we account for All of this will be in the shadow because of chest. Ooh, actually, I have to put these little lines in here for the stomach. There we go. Smaller but needed detail. Softly blend in these shadows. A little bit around where the underwear. And grab super much. Looking good. Very nice. Let's a little bit more of a dark shadow just under the eyelids. Small amount down here. I think we're good. Some light in. Go to shine first. A little bit of a shine with. I think someone like this. Bay Adelaide. Okay, I think that is good. I think we're pretty much done with the body. Bit of the lip. think that's all right. Last thing I'd like to do in is a little light blush. Do that. Next thing I do is I'm going to make a raster layer. Oops. Okay. Duplicate our body layer and then make it a raster layer and that vector one off. Rename this to body raster. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slightly blur the skin line up. Kind of blends in with the skin too much. Don't want too much of it done, but just in some little areas. Not really easy to tell the difference, but it's there. Trust in the process. That is trust. Righty, let's do let's go on to doing. Why is this music so like depressing? Last scene, Sonic Adventure 2. Okay, let's do a close next. Oh wait, I was gonna add some of the skin. Hold on. I was gonna have some of the skin showing just underneath her hair. Kind of like that. And then turn the opacity down a touch so it's not too. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't want to. Just to slightly be. Let's do her. Let's a jump. Sweater. It's a sweater. Sweater first. I think I am going to do white. Pretty standard for sweater colors. So very original. Very yes. Don't know why that line's there. It shouldn't be. It's the spot. And it seeped into her hair for some reason. Hey, great. Why did we do that? I think it's this line here. Let me fix that. Okay. I don't want to do anything. I feel like jarring. Anywho. Let's try this again. Okay, that's better. And that. All of that selected, and this, and that. Beautiful. Put this little of the sleeve, the elbow, and the gaps. We on record for the quickest drawing I've ever done. If I can keep things on a roll. Things go. Okay. I think I'm going to color all of the clothing in first before I start shading. So I save the hassle of switching layers on and off and crap. I think I also forgot to fill in the heart here on the skin layer. Did I? No, I didn't. Going to have dark colored on the underwear. They're not too dark. Make them a little brighter and a little bit more. Kind of keep with a cold theme. Have a base design. Oops. Let's do the ropes. Pretty much the last thing. It's kind of cooler red. Ah, crap. Oops. My magic wand tool does not like slightly little gaps. Okay, there was no gap. There is no gap. Oh, so sensitive, you silly tool. Go away. Silly, silly tool. This one here. And then down here as well. And the flare off. Oop. Lovely. And then the last thing is the little piercing down here. Make that a bright blue color. I think that is it for it. Yeah. Pretty minimal on the outfit. The skin back. Okay. Let's get shading. Light source coming from the top, so where's that? Like this is also weak. So we have to manually do it. Okay. Very well. I make this lower. To be shaded. I am very much not. I've been. The player is called Who. Picture of a duck on. I hope this isn't AI music. I trust that it ain't. Yeah, that's going in the trash. I've got an ad break coming up. Chance to get a good stretch in. Stretch in the light. Finish the rendering of this and holy. Ugh, the shading is good. Is nice. Let's just soften some of my lines. I forgot to turn wallpaper engine off. Oopsie. Save my CPU. Okay, Epic is here. I'm going to take a quick stretch and whatnot. So I'm going to do it for just a second. Yeah, I will be back very, very, very short. Alrighty. Back. Ooh. And my game is just about halfway done installing. Very, very cool. Very excited to start playing it later today. I really, really do think I can get this drawing done today, and I would love to. crap. Tabbed out by accident. Pretty good on it. They had contemplated doing a line. Yep, I like that. I'm gonna do that. There. It's a big thumbs up for me. Detail, and we want to do a little bit of a reflection. It's going to work through. No, I don't really like that. You want to add a little bit more dark here and add a little bit more tension lines. That's good. Move to the next part. Two shadow layers for this one. Straightforward. Bit of reflective light in. our little castles and roofs. Pero our second shuttle. Some light in here. Turkey color. There's also oh, I think that's kind of it for that thing, which we don't really need to do much for. Here. Tiny, tiny little piercing. Okay, that is all the clothing done. Let's do her. Might do her. I. Use one. We need to split our eyes. Because of the part that's going to be under the head. Let's get to it. An extra line here. Fill all of this in. Okay. Need that in. Brighter on that shadow. A little bit brighter. And then we're going to do again, but covered by the hair. Trying to follow the all. I have to erase some parts that are overlapping because the dropping of the opacity does this. That's alright though. This is thing. Oops. Went a little bit over. I'm gonna do it. Let's go to inner parts. Grab my Shenhe reference because her eye in color. the image space so small with it. Hi, Shenhe. Hello. Yeah, I love seeing every pixel. Really, really cool. I think the base is blue. I think do that. And this part, do the pupils first, which are, well, they're just white. Okay. No need for this either. And we will like that. And then she's got purple, which we put around the pupil. Light, which will be in yellow. Brighter. That's basically her base colors. And add on to make it dark purple. Go it around high. Here. A little bit of a reflection. And then some shine. A little hard to tell. I might just do a little bit of an overlay. Actually, no, we're good on that. On that. Just at the top. Okay, now we need to replicate this on her other eye. Don't add any little details. No, I don't actually. Let's go back to here, and then we're going to the base. People. White. Shadow. Some of the I'm just going to trim a little bit. Fill in. Good. And then reflect. I will add in time. Okay, that is eyes. We're going to turn the eyelids off and then touch up on so. And I also realized that I completely forgot that she's got some eyeliner. Let's just back up a little bit. I should. I don't want it in blue. Why is it in blue? Add a little bit of not that low. Uh, not liner. Okay, that is that. We're on to the last major section. plenty of time, so we will definitely. Now let's switch off our layers. In, turn off my eyes. Select everything. It already is selected. All of the hair. And I should have had that image. And a pale blue color. And then let's stakes. You may also need to put some layers over the top because the eyes are going to get covered. I'm going to put this I'm going to split my eye layers up so these are this one. That should work. Why are we not? Oh. It might be. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, in there. Why are we not? Why are they all the same, huh? Oh. Oh, I'm stupid. Sorry, I forgot. It's because it's over the top. Yeah. Why are you in that layer? Go in that folder. And that goes over the top. That means that when we do everything, that's how the eyes will. I had the pulse messed up. I had the second eye under the hair layer. It was making no sense. I2, I1, hair, yep. I'm still going to turn these layers off because I need to fill everything in. So let's just do that. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. No, I need this layer. Okay, alright. Thought I somehow missed things. My layers, like I drew everything on the wrong layer or some crap, but yeah, let's fill in all the gaps on this. Yeah. Okay, now I can pull these back on. There we go. Alright. Now to shade it all in. Which won't be too bad. Too long. I don't think there's any. No, there's no light gradients. Nope. Here. It has a green tinge to it. I'm not a fan of it. Actually, let me background. Nah, it looks fine. It's just me. Okay, let's get shading. Let's get to it. I want to keep this saturated. Pen's acting up again. It and shade. The eye feels a little bit too strong, so I'm to be honest. I don't want it to. Don't need to make it look like it's hair and not some kind of like see-through cloth. Or need to give the illusion hair. Let's add our soft shadow. I may make it a little lighter. It feels a bit dark. Shadow. The light source is from the top. So let's get rid of this a little bit. I'm gonna try to keep the top with as little on the shadows. Just light source there. I may drop you a bit much. Yeah, a bit on here. Nice big lines reading. I wonder where the piston that is. I will probably drop the opacity down on that a little later. I'm just going to leave it as now in case I want to fix. Actually, let's do a midtone. Just a little bit. Nice. Yeah, let's do our second petal. Or on that. A bit where the hairline is. Thin it out a little bit. Fuck. That shadow well. That's better. Alright, nice. Pretty happy with this. Let's turn down the just a little bit. Yeah, I think that works. I think it does. Let's do some light. Her hair is pretty bright, so it's gonna be basically white regardless. Bit of my shade. Where the light's coming from there. Might getting a shine in we with an add light. I don't think so. Oh, actually, we could do a different color for our shine. I think that works well. A little bit down here on this. Do a little bit of a overlay. Oops. Soften now. Around the face. All right. I think much. I might just push the hair here back a little bit. Pick a different. That work? Makes her hair look. Or are we? Oh God! Wait, no. Oops. Maybe we're gonna push the back of the hair a little bit. I'm also going to go back and add a light here. Right, right. So right. Okay. Do a little bit of we can do some hair straight. For that. Blue. Too messy on us though. Darker down. And then let's do some strands on top. It'll go over the one nice strand over this little one here as well. And sitting on too much though. And here. Okay, and then I just need to touch up the shading a little. Okay. Kind of almost done here. I'd like to do a little bit of coloring of line art. Not the eyes. I'm going to leave the eyes. Select from layer. Nope. New layer. Mask. Color. Lines. I'll make the hairlines a bit light so it's jarring with the black color, especially this area. Got a little standing. In here as well, that kind of helps soften the lines. A little bit of a pink, lighter blue for the nothing too. And as well. Okay, that's good. I think that it just softens. I don't quite want that. Okay, I think we're basically good here. Let's just do a little shading for our eyes. Give a little bit of a purple for the eye. Is we're just about done on it. There. We'll color the other side with similar purple. So bright. A little bit of a Okay, I think we're pretty much done. I think I'm gonna really do a shadow overlay because, to be honest, like all of it's kind of good as is. I think I'll leave it as okay. Look, I'll take a look just in case, but just out of curiosity, it works. But maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe. Hold on. I'll be actually cooking again. Okay, maybe this might actually hold the phone. Hold the phone. I think I might have done. Brilliant tactic. Okay. I kind of like this. Wait. Let's. It does slightly balance things. I might drop touch so it's not. Okay, all right. I kind of like that. Another thing I thought of is actually have some parts kind of covered. I know the backgrounds are really basic and boring and stuff, but I didn't really want to do a over the top kind of background. Right there. I quite like that. Actually, I don't like that at all. Yeah, there was. I don't know what happened here, but a little bit wonky. I think we are pretty. A simple kind of idea. Nothing too crazy for this one. I didn't want to go. Um, today's drawing. Just for a change of pace, you know. Time for a change of pace. Here we go. Let me just slap on my signature. My signature probably down here. I don't want it too much in the way. Use that ad break. We're almost done here. Cool. Pretty happy with this. Like I said, I might take one last quick look and fix things up. Ooh, wait, fingernails. I want to give it fingernails. I'm sorry. I'm adding more shit to it. Why do I have the eyeliner layer twice? What? Eyeliner. Eyeliner too. What the hell's the difference? For some reason did two eyeliner layers. Nails. I want to give a little fingernails. Probably a similar color to a hair. So a bright color. A bright blue. It's very long nails. And then I think a shine's gonna really. That's not gonna work. Okay. I promise I'm done. But yeah, I think we're good here. That is Shenhe. Quick little doodle of Shenhe. I'm pretty happy with. I will probably post it tomorrow. No, definitely post it tomorrow. I will just tweak any little things that I come across, possibly. Like I usually do. I like to sleep on the drawing and then post it the next day. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow on my socials and my Discord server. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to draw next. I have no idea what I'm going to stream next week. I haven't thought it that far ahead, and I don't want to at the moment. Yeah, I'm overall pretty happy with it. And nice outfit, pretty based. Yes, so I am going to run out now. I am craving some food because it is PM and I haven't had lunch. I had a very small breakfast. Get some food and chill. Um, yeah, but thank you all for coming around. I did not think I was going to finish this drawing all in one stream, but I did, and I'm very happy and proud. Yeah, I'll be posting it tomorrow on my Twitter, my social, and etc. etc. So you can check it out when I post it there in a higher, better quality. You can find the links and Twitter and stuff. And then I also post on my Discord, Command Discord. That's all I can think of today. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Nice chill, relaxed weekend. I'll be back for next week for streams. Might have to switch my days up a little bit. Because I've got some things coming up. But all should be good. I will post a stream schedule eventually for what I'm going to plan to play. But until then, take care, and I will see you all next week. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.